Okay, I think that's good. All right, Dr. Phil here again. It's Thursday. It is now about 2:45. I want to go over some more of the biological tests from yesterday. So the next one I want to do is our Simmons citrate. All right, you can see that Simmons citrate. All right, so here is the color. I'm going to move up to the camera if I can. So if you look, that's really, really green. All right, so that's our baseline Simmons citrate. So we really want to see if this turns blue, blue, it's going to indicate that this bacteria was able to use citrate as a carbon source. All right. So not a lot of them can do that, but if it turns blue, we're going to say that's positive for citrate consumption for citrate as their carbon source. All right. So yes, direct test. If tube stays green, it's negative. If tube turns blue, it's positive, determined the use of citrate as a source of carbon for energy. So, usually going to use some kind of glucose or the carbon in some kind of a sugar. This bacteria, if it turns the tube blue, it's indicating that this bacterium or organism can use citrate as a carbon source if it needs to. All right, so I'm going to hold excuse me, that up. That's the green of the baseline. This right here is Enterobacteriaceae. All right, and I'm going to actually hold the baseline here. All right, and I'm going to show you this on my MacBook. And if you look close, you can see there it is. You can see where Dr. Bailey swabbed that. You can see, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Sorry, lighting's not great. You can see how she swabbed it. I'm not convinced. I'm going to say right now this is negative. All right, I'm going to check it again tomorrow. But I'm going to say there's no color change. It's still green. All right, baseline here. This is our Pseudomonas. Now remember, Pseudomonas grows everywhere, right? I'm going to say this, to me, it looks slightly blue, but it's only been 24 hours. So I think we're going to get a better test, better tomorrow. All right. This is our Proteus. I'm going to say, I can still see where she swabbed it, so I know something's growing. I'm going to say right now it's still negative. Okay. This is Serratia. Okay. From where I'm looking, let's see if I can get this side to side. All right. This is Serratia, this is baseline. If you look closely, this is pretty bluish. Pretty not as in pretty as in, yeah, pretty as in there's some fairly bluish. All right, so that is Serratia. So this species of Serratia may be able to, I'll check it tomorrow, see what's really going on with that. All right. There's Klebsiella. All right. I'm trying to get the white background, but I would say this right now is still negative. All right. And this one is E. coli, saying that's still negative. Yeah, pretty sure E. coli likes glucose. Doesn't really like citrate. Right. And actually, while I have the video running, I'm going to actually show you the Sims media. So this is really going to check for right now. We want to check for motility. So if you look, this is Enterobacter. I may have to take pictures of this. But if you look, let's see if I can find that out. That clouded area there, that is the stab line. All right, I don't really see anything coming off perpendicular 90 degree to that. So as of right now, I can't determine if this actually has motility. All right, so we want that, which we want to see if we have a run or a tumble moving away. So if it was growing down, if it had motility, it would literally project outward. It's like Proteus will swarm, things like that. You'll see it actually as motile. All right, this is our baseline. This is our simmons media that hasn't been stabbed. All right. So this one, Pseudomonas. I'm not sure. There's a stab line there. I'm definitely seeing some air bubbles in there, so I can't at this moment say what's going on with that. Oh, Proteus. Sims, all right. If you look, you can see in the clear zone, there's a stab line there. All right, but this thing is changed color. All right, so we have to figure out, look at your lab sheet and see what's going on. What is in Sims? All right, so is that sulfur? Why did it change color? So I want you guys to think about that for a minute. All right. Here is Serratia, just a regular stab line right now. Nothing is moving. No motility as of right now. Okay, this is Klebsiella. All right, so that, if you look, that stab line, sorry, my handwriting is terrible. That's Serratia. See how narrow that stab line is? Look at that one. So this one's branching out. Right. And this, folks, this one I did. All right, that is E. coli. Look at how, look at that. If you look at how wide that thing is, I'm going to say that thing definitely has some motility. To the stab line in the center, and that thing is totally branching out there. So I'm going to end this here. Tomorrow I'll recheck these. I want to do the MRVP, method of Buckauer, see if we can get, they should all have some kind of positive test for glucose at some point. And then I'm going to recheck the Simmons citrate and see if any of them can use citrate as a carbon source.